Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Silver Friday. Today, we're going to be talking about the 12 areas of life after drinking. We are live on my Facebook group, Dare to Be Sober. We are live on my personal Facebook page, and we're live on YouTube, where you can find me at the Sober Life Coach. Today, we're going to be talking about the 12 areas of life that I've started to set goals and work on, and hopefully, it'll help you set some goals and work on that after you quit drinking alcohol. So, let's get to it. Hey guys, what's up? I'm live on my personal page, live in the Facebook group Dare to Be Sober, and live on YouTube. You can find me at the Sober Life Coach. Today we're talking about the 12 areas of life that we should be setting goals in. I used to set goals in maybe health, finance, those kinds of things. But now I've found a new way of setting goals, and it is the 12 areas of life. Just a quick medical warning: if you cannot go to more than 1 to 2 hours without a drink, quitting can be dangerous. So please seek medical attention. Different between an alcoholic and a problem drinker. An alcoholic has done things to the brain, and they can have extreme withdrawal symptoms, and it can be dangerous to quit. A problem drinker just psychologically addicted to alcohol. And once I realized that, I realized I was a problem drinker, and I was able to get beyond this addiction and quit drinking alcohol for almost the past 3 years or so. So I'll be 3 years sober on July 28th, which is pretty awesome. So today we're going to be talking about the 12 areas of life. Now, I used to set goals in, my health, my fitness, and my finances, my career, all those things. And when I quit drinking, I was able to actually kind of start looking at these goals and start achieving them kind of one by one. But the other day I found this really cool thing. It's a 12 areas of life. It's from the Life Book program. And what it is it goes through 12 areas of life. And what it says to do is you should set your goals for 3 years from now. Because a year is not enough to get to a lot of long-term goals, and 3 years is just enough to kind of dream a little bit and get those goals out there. So I'm setting my goals 3 years from now, but then you break them down into what I'm going to do this year, what I'm going to do this month, things like that. So the first area of life that the goal setting area should be, that I've learned, is health and fitness. Health and fitness is so important. It is definitely a keystone to any sort of habit, especially when you're quitting drinking. I mean, that's probably one of the reasons you're doing this, is for your health and fitness. You want to have better skin. You want to have better, a better fitness, overall fitness. You want to feel better. You want to look better. You want to be better. So health and fitness is definitely one of those places where you want to set some sort of goal. So you want to set a goal for how you're going to feel in the next 3 years. What are you going to be doing in the next 3 years? Where are you going to be? What if you want to have a certain body fat percentage, certain weight, how much energy you're going to have? You're going to want to set all those goals into that health and fitness. Number two area is intellectual. So intellectual, I didn't really realize I should be setting goals in this area, but now I do. So I've set a goal for my intellectual learning. So I'm going to read 2 books a week and remember them, and I want to be an expert on coaching and overcoming addiction and bad habits. So that's what I want to do. So now I have a goal. I have 3 years from now, I'm going to be reading 2 books a week, and that's going to be quite a few books. I think I'm speed reading again now. So I think that would be, I can't do the math. It's pretty early in the morning, but that's a lot of books to be reading. Most people don't read a book after high school. So the second one is intellectual. So what kind of books are you going to read in the next year, in the next 3 years? Where do you want to be? What kind of things do you want to learn? Do you want to go back to school? Do you want to just be self-educated? What do you want to do with your intellectual side? Because now that you quit drinking, you're gonna hopefully have some of your memory and your brain cells and all those things are going to start rejuvenating in your brain. You're gonna have more energy and time to pursue those goals, and that's going to help you not only in your with your drinking, but that's also going to help you in your life get back on track and get those things going. So emotional, that's one of those things that definitely was, when I quit drinking, I definitely needed to work on my emotional life, and I think most people do, because that's usually why we have some sort of addiction. It's to escape some sort of pain. For me, it was social anxiety, and I didn't feel confident or good enough to be around most people. So I definitely had to work on my emotional life. So for my goals in my emotional life in the next 3 years, I'm going to be happy more. I'm going to smile more. I'm going to enjoy my family and my everyday life. I want to be more calm and anxiety free, and I want to be able to control my emotions a little better. So that's those are pretty specific goals to set for that. So emotional is the third one. Character. This is one I didn't actually think about before. So character is one of those things that, who are you going to become, and what kind of character are you going to have? What kind of person do you want to be? Do you want to be the person that lies to people? Do you want to be the person that's stealing from people? Do you want to be the person that wastes their time? Do you want to be the person that continues to drink even though they shouldn't? Or do you want to be that person that keeps promises to themselves and others? That's one of the goals that I have. I want to be the person who keeps promises to themselves and others. I want to be highly trusted. I want to show up every day for myself and for you guys. I want to act with honesty and authenticity. I want to be okay with just being okay with being me. And character is one of those things that you kind of build up over time. And I know that early on in my sobriety, and even now sometimes, you do little things in your life that kind of breaks down your character, not only for you, but for other people as well. I know when I was drinking, it's like, I'm going to quit drinking. I promise I won't do it again. And you just continue to do it, and you break promises to yourself. And that breaks down your character. That breaks down who you are. And that becomes your identity. You feel like a failure. You feel like you suck. You feel like there's nothing to that. But building up your character is almost the opposite of that. You want to start keeping promises to yourself. You want to start, being aware of what you're doing with other people, being aware of other people's feelings, being aware of what's happening in other people's lives, just to build up that character and be someone that people can trust, and be someone that's trusted, and be someone who shows up not only for other people but for yourself as well. So character is number 4. Number 5 is a spiritual connection. I know some people are not into the spiritual thing. I know some people don't believe in God. Some people don't believe. You don't have to really believe in a certain thing. Just know that there is something out there. There is something there, a force. Some people call it the universe, even. And you can connect with that. You can be there. You can connect with that on a daily basis. For me, I want to have a great connection with God, knowing that God always has my back, and I have His back too. I want to be an example of what you can do with hard work, with the hand of God. So, if God means the universe to you, God means the creator, whatever it is, there's something beyond you that's going to help you attract the people into your life that you need. It's going to help you get where you need to go. It's going to help you get through these hard times. It's going to help you be there for it's going to be there for you. And just trusting that, and having some sort of a spiritual practice is one of the goals that they suggest you have in here. So if that's the thing you want to do, spiritual is number 5. Love. Okay, love is one of those things that some people kind of put it off. And I didn't set goals in my love life, and I should. So I want to have a passionate, happy relationship with my wife. I want to give her the life she deserves and help her follow her passions and goals as well. Okay, I love my wife, and I want to be able to emotionally and physically show her on a daily basis that I love her. So that's one of those things that kind of makes you feel passionate and happy. So if you have someone in your life, like a wife or a girlfriend or a boyfriend, just set a goal in that. Like, what do you want to do? Are you going to take them out in a certain amount of dates this year? Are you going to what are you going to do? Are you going to read a book? Like Five Love Languages is an excellent book, just to kind of understand people have different languages of love. Some people like gifts. Some people like being touched. Some people like giving gifts. Some people like acts of service. All these things are part of that. And if once you start learning that, educating yourself in that, you'll be able to set goals in that. So number 7 is parenting. Parenting is one of those things where you don't really think about setting goals either. I have 2 children. So it's one of those things that maybe you don't have kids and you can kind of skip this, but if you are a parent, setting those goals with your kids, like, what do you want to do in the next 3 years with the kids? Where do you want your kids to be? My kids are homeschooled, so I want them to, I want to finish where I want them to be where they need to be in homeschool. I want to teach my kids about the world around them, in my own way. I want to have an impact on the person they're going to become, and I want to be the person. I want them to be happy, productive members of society. I want to help them understand that the world is not going to take care of them, and that they need to be prepared to take care of themselves. And that's like my main goal for the next 3 years, is just kind of teaching my kids that, look, I'm not always going to be around. Something could happen to me. Something could happen to mom. We need to be more independent. We need to be more rely on ourselves as well. So slowly teaching them how to cook, how to clean, how to take care of themselves. Those kinds of things are the things that I want to teach my kids in the next 3 years, and I want them to become happy, productive members of society. So Number 8 is your social life. Now, look, this is going to be one of those things, especially if you are still drinking or you're just quitting. One of those things that, having a good social life is definitely going to help you, get past where you are with your problem drinking. I know it did for me. I'm not the best at social life. I'm kind of an introverted person, so this is one of those goals in the next 3 years that I'm really have to work on. But if you're drinking, maybe you need to leave those friends behind that were drinking. Maybe your goal for having a social life in the next 3 years is leaving those friends behind and finding new friends. And that's one of my goals too, is having great friendships with two other people. I want them to be entrepreneurial minded. I want them to be passionate about living their best lives like I am. I want to have people around me that help optimize my potential and push me to get better. And that's definitely one of those areas that I did not set goals in, and I'm going to have to. I used to go to Toastmasters. I stopped doing that, about a year ago, and that was a good place to meet friends and people that want to help me expand. So definitely set goals in your social life as well. Financial life. So where are you going to be in the next 3 years financially? So I want to be out of debt. I have a goal of buying a house. I want to, we live in an apartment now. I would like to get a house and all these things, out of town, have some property, all those kinds of things. So those are kind of my goals financially. But what are your goals? Like, where do you want to be? What do you want to do with how much money? Because you're going to save a lot of money when you quit drinking. I would probably spend about $30 a day, and that's about $30 a day times 30 is $900. That's crazy amount of money. So you're gonna have a little bit of extra cash. So what are you gonna do with that? Are you gonna invest it? Are you going to save it? Are you going to put it into something, invest it into a business? Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do this year, in the next 3 years, just to kind of get to that point where you are, doing well financially? Your career, like, what are you going to do with your career? Is it time to start a new career? Do you love the career you have? Do you just need to put more passion into that? Are you going to start a business? What are you going to do? For me, it's my coaching and speaking business. I want to expand that in the next 3 years. I want to help more people with it. I want to have e-courses and books and all these things that I've always wanted to do. I want to push that this year, and I want to help over 1,000 people this year and the years to come become free from problem drinking, become free from bad habits, become addicted to purpose, not alcohol or any other addiction. I want to help people do that. So that's my career goal. I want to start becoming an expert on bad habits and overcoming addiction. So that means I have to read books. That means I have to educate myself. That means I have to talk to people. That means I have to do all sorts of things. But that's just kind of my 3-year vision. Quality of life. What is your quality of life going to be in the next few years? If you're going to continue drinking, what is your quality of life going to look like then? But what is your quality of life? What is your dream quality of life? How are you happy or healthy? Are you fully mobile? Can you move around? Do you have a lot of energy? Are you pain free? Do you get enough food and sleep? So my goal is I want to be happy, healthy, and fully mobile. I went to the doctor and they said I have arthritis in my knee, and it's kind of been really bothering me for the past little while. So I want to be arthritis free. I want to be pain free. I want to get enough good food and sleep to power me on to the next level. I want to love my life, and that's one of the goals of quality of life for me. And then number 12 is, what is your life vision? When you die, what do you want them to say at your funeral? Because that's super important, because that's going to push you to have a goal of, okay, well, what is my vision for the next 3 years? Like, where do I want to be? What is my vision? What is my main goal? What is my main purpose? Where am I going? What am I doing? Because if you don't show up and make your own vision, make your own goals, make your own those kinds of things in your life, then someone else is going to put that vision in there for you. Someone else is going to hand you their vision, and they're going to make you work for it. So you better, it's good to just kind of have goals in your vision. So I'll show you with mine. When I want to have impacted over 1 million people to overcome their bad habits, live a life addicted to purpose, not alcohol or anything else. I want to change the lives not only of my clients but my family as well. I want to have a kinship family farm will carry on for generations and be a place of refuge for my family, my grandkids, and their kids. I would love to meet my grandkids and explain how I was able to change the direction of my family with hard work and trust in God. So that's one of those things that I want to do. I want to have a property. I want to have a place for our family to live, as a multi-generational kind of thing. And that's one of my goals, and that's a huge goal. But if I work on it and I trust where I'm going and I trust my intuition, I will get there, as long as I can, see where I'm going. So It's kind of longer than a 3-year vision, but you have to have that life vision just to kind of pull you forward and do the things you want to do. So, and then you can break it down. I broke my goals down into 6 months. So, where are you going to be in the next 6 months with your health? So I want to be pain free. I want to have 11% body fat. I know that's crazy, but that's where I want to be. I want to have more energy than I had when I was 20. Those kinds of things. Intellectual. I want to read 48 books and addiction. And things like that. I want to become an expert on the topic of bad habits and overcoming addiction in the next 6 months. Emotional, wake up smiling every day, start the day with 10 things of gratitude I'm grateful for. Character, I want to show up every day, 5 days a week of life coaching and tools in my Facebook group. And I want to have 4 guides a month, 1 a week, plus 120 live videos. So I'll have 120 live videos on YouTube and 24 non-live videos on YouTube as well. Spiritual, every day I'll connect with God, say thank you for giving me this great life. I want to sit in silence for 10 minutes, being mindful and grateful for my life. There's really good meditation. It's the Dan Locke meditation. I did that yesterday. It was really good. I'll give my wife 1 gift today, emotional and physical. I'll tell her I love her and show her that she's appreciated and loved every day. For parenting, I'll spend 1 hour uninterrupted time with my daughter and my son. No phones, no distractions. For social, I will try and find 1 good friend this year, and I want them to be funny, passionate, and hold me accountable to my goals. For financial, I want to be out of credit card debt this year. I want to have my book ready for sale by July 28th. Career. My career is taking off because I'm passionate, love helping motivate and inspire people to live freedom and with freedom and passion. I want to become an expert in addiction, overcoming bad habits, and I'm the expert go-to for addiction, getting out of addiction and becoming addicted to purpose. That's one of my goals this year. Quality of life. I want to be happy and healthy. I want to have all my needs met so I can meet the needs of others. I love being able to give, and when I want my love, I want to be able to give, and give when I want my love, my time, my money. The secret to living is giving. So I just be happy or smile every day. There's gratitude. I need to do that gratitude every day. I need to journal and be aware of my emotions so I'm not carrying around all that baggage. And the vision for my life is this year is the year of transformation in my life. I'm quitting my job and starting to work for myself this year, okay? I can rely on myself and my family to provide for us. I will not let other people force us to rely on them. We are independent and free, and I want to keep that the way. So love my new life, and I will not change it for the world. So there's the 12. Those are the 12 areas of life. You can kind of, set goals in that. Setting a 3-year goal is the best because, we overestimate what we can do in a year, but we underestimate what we can do in 3 years. So setting that 3-year goal and, in all those 12 areas is definitely helping me kind of get where I need to go. And it also helps keep you focused if you have that with you every day and you read that and you read your vision and you read your goals and you read them, and it keeps you directed. Because, if you were on an airplane and you had no destination, the plane would just kind of fly wherever, right? But if you have a destination, have a goal, then that's how you're able to get there. So anyways, guys, that's all I have for you today. I'll be back on Monday. We're doing a live coaching session on Monday, hopefully Wednesday and Friday if we can get some people signed up. So that'd be cool. I'm going to do show you guys some coaching tools that I have that are really helpful for people on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then we're going to be making a guide for 7 days of being alcohol free. That guide will be up and running, probably 1 video at a time next week. So anyways, guys, have yourselves a meaningful day. I will see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend. Have a happy Sober Friday. We'll be doing the sober check-ins every day as well. So let me know how you're feeling, what you're doing. If you're struggling, see if I can help you get where you need to go. See you guys on Monday.